I think that's enough dawdling. I've got everything up and running now, so we should be good to go. At least on paper. BSLO. Let me just make some adjustments here. There we go. So yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to the stream. Oh, dang, face tracking's going all wonky. But yeah. Oh, sure, yeah, go ahead. I think I have something scuffed with my, Oh, I think I know what's wrong. Oh yeah, we should be able to... Sorry, just moving my chair over. So yeah, when it came to props, I before we start, I wanted to ask, which bread did you prefer? Did you prefer this one? Or was it this one? Or was it this one? And the chat is not updating. Fantastic. 3? Okay. So yeah. What were we going to set up as 3? So we got, I guess we'll make this 1, we'll make this 2, and we'll make this 3. So this one? Okay. And again, the thing is acting up. So I will mark that down. This is the one. I will just, I don't know, stick it in the corner here. Have it sit in the cuck chair, proverbially speaking, while I go and get everything sorted out properly. Let's head over to the web browser, and it doesn't remember which one that is supposed to be. But I know it's around here. Ah, here it is. Hopefully it remembers this time. Oh, and that probably means that we can add bread, if I can find it. Ubisoft, human...
The Milwaukee Road.
Where on earth is it? I thought I had bread somewhere. That's strange. I don't have it here. I guess I'll just have to add that in, because it must have been forgotten. Let's grab the emoji. Okay. And we'll just add that in. File, save, replace, replace. Okay, I think we are heading off in the right direction. Just gonna scoot this over ever so slightly. That's what I'm talking about. So I think this is where we left off, correct? Yeah, it looks familiar. No, wait. Yeah. I guess we're gonna have to go a little bit further. But that's gonna be fine by me. Keep getting more notifications from Discord. At least I'm not getting pinged in the middle of the stream. That's always annoying. So which one was I going to? I was going to... Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything new here. Nothing new here. Off the Benny Boys Discord. So what do we got? Ooh, a freight engine that is now a passenger engine. Where's the watermark for WDTX40 or whatever it is? Okay, okay, yeah, this looks terrifying. Just absolutely atrocious. What's wrong with this picture? I thought it was supposed to look like this. Is it just weird because there's like just a sole locomotive and it's not hooked up to anything? Okay, yeah, this one's a weirdo. Pretty sure this locomotive was never in this livery. But it does, I don't know, not gonna lie, kind of looks okay. This one's a repost. This sounder. I'm just impressed with the layers of complexity in this livery here, because doing the perspective correctly on the actual side is very difficult, I'd imagine. So props to whoever made this. Anybody want me to take a look at their posts? Just gonna scoot this. There we go. Anyone? Anyone? It's okay, take your time. I really do have to admit, though, that for some strange reason, the mouse sensitivity on the model tracking is kind of acting a little wonky. So I will just take that as a hint to copy a link address. And paste. Nothing new here. Is that a Lego car? Let's see, this is from 4 days ago. Is this train related? I certainly hope so. This looks train related. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else that's supposed to be cursed here. Okay, I like this. It'd be funny if it did a cutaway so that it was like doing all the spinning and then it stopped and then it started spinning again and then it stopped and every time it was spinning the music would play or continue. I can't wait to get this claimed. Okay, so we got that. Anybody else want me to look at their stuff? I see that we only have certain individuals in the chat at the moment, and I'm not going to go if they don't want me to. Oh, right. Did CSX, you wanted me to look at your stuff, correct? If memory serves correctly. Let me just peek on over here. Copy the link address. Oh, wrong tab. I was hoping that I'd be able to accomplish more this week, but I was not able to do that. So I guess I'll just kind of have to live with that. Any new shorts? This is from 2 weeks ago. Oh, this looks new. But it's 4 minutes long. Okay, this one's weird. Gonna take a quick look at that. And a little of this. And this. And this. Which character would give me... Oh, wait. Give a message to the tuned loon. I don't know. Not a cursed train post. Not sure what's cursed about that. Got a little of this again. Little of that. This is 16 seconds. This was posted 6 days ago. This is from... I think we actually saw this one already. And we saw this one as well. So I guess we can just kind of bounce off of that. So according to Harrison of Colorado, this was real. I know you can't read all the text because I don't have the formatting correct, but just take my word for it when I say, quote, traffic lights at a single track industrial spur, a special highway traffic signal display at the highway rail crossing in Jacksonville, Florida, because of course it had to be in Florida. With no train, the bottom light is green. When the train approaches, the green light is extinguished and yellow light above that, and the single yellow light above that is lit. After about 5 seconds, the yellow light goes out, and the 3 horizontal lights turn to red. After a train has passed and cleared the crossing, the red lights go off and the bottom light turns green again, courtesy of Richard A. Mather. Didn't see the whole video. What do you mean? Did I miss something in the... What did I miss? 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 Were you talking about this one, or were you talking about... Oh, the Amtrak one. I could have swore I... Oh, right, because I think it was 3 minutes long. Oh, yeah, we saw this. Did it matter if I saw it all the way or not? Probably not. I was able to understand the basic premise of it, though. With precision scheduled railroading. So we took a look at that. I'm curious what this is. I'm trying to make heads or tails of it. Because there's some stuff that's like drawn onto it, but I can't make any sense of it. Oh well. Let's see. Please, by all means, share this post if you like, and if you can support one of my great friends. Did something happen? Oh, he's getting bullied right now because some riff-off who hates him for no reason. Let's be thankful that Tayo will always bring joy to the GTA and train-tastic rail fanning spots he comes across. Okay. Understandable. And that is a bunch of tags to a bunch of people. And this is very dark. In the most literal of senses. I'm not exactly sure what's so cursed in the formatting. I suspected this was the Galaxy Railways, because the last I checked, no Union Pacific locomotive had this plow. I swear the cap cut always gets me.
The Milwaukee Road.
Oh! I'm sorry, what? How on earth did that happen? Oh, I guess I can turn the volume up a bit. I'm not sure if it's going to make things better. I guess that's one way to taste the rainbow. I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, I guess that's loud enough. Just gonna scoot this back down. Okay. What other goofy ass stuff do we have? I think this is from what we already saw previously. Still can't make heads or tails of it. Like, is this just a power move? And that's what's strange about it? I don't know. If I see one more video of a moron standing in front of the big boy, I'm deploying the Ed Dickens to their house. You weren't 25 feet back. I really need the, I need that anime sound from when, what's his face from Fist of the North Star says to that one guy, "You're already dead," and the other guy's like, "What?" And then he just explodes. Oh, that was it. Okay. I really don't have much in the way of feedback for that. Hey, Evan, welcome to the stream. Was there anything on your YouTube channel posts that you wanted to share with the chat? Just let me know. In the meantime, it's time to point out, it's time for Curse Trains from Train of Thought's Discord! Go check out Train of Thought's Discord. Go check out his YouTube channel. Go check out his Twitter at Train Facts Guy. Though preferably stick to the first two instead of the latter, because we try to avoid Twitter. If you agree to the rules specifically for the Cursed Trains channel, marked here, then you'll be able to submit your own Cursed Trains right here. Links, as always, will be in the description down below to Train of Thought's socials and his Discord. So yeah, we saw this last time. We saw this last time. And this one. And we saw this one. That one looks like a repost. Repost, repost, repost. Is this where we left off? Because it looks like it. I don't know why Percy has bubbles. Why does Percy have bubbles? And I don't know how on earth you were able to derail that badly. And how is it a repost? I don't remember this being a repost. He passed the danger board according to CoRail 7382. And that's why you don't use a dummy unit for your day out with Thomas events. Take notes, Strasbourg. You might need to. Okay, that's what happened. Good thing we got that lore dump. But yeah, I thought it was cursed enough as it is, just seeing it derailed. Oh gosh. Real fan Lloyd, what did you post here? A slight dent in the back. A slight dent in the back, sure. No lowball values, please. Serious inquiries only. Still don't know how on earth it got so buried in the ground. Like, after this got derailed, was there a sudden landslide after the fact? I don't know how you mess up that badly. I just hope it wasn't anyone's actual fault. It is but a scratch and a flesh wound. My thoughts exactly. I just found these, and what the... From Richard Stroudley. It does look a little uncanny. And I'm not exactly sure why it looks like that. Yeah, why does it look like that? Oh, and here's the last one. Wait, if Thomas is over here, and Thomas is over here, then who's the real one? Like...
Amogus.
I just hit the wrong button. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. I'll get it sorted eventually. The water level routes from Northward Rail 30. That is a train in water. Oh, and some dudes just kind of hanging out on the front. You know what that means. It's time to spin the wheel. Round and round the wheel she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Dang it. I didn't want to use egg, but I guess we'll just have to use egg. So let me just hop back into the void while I go swap models. There's a little something on my screen. Not exactly sure what, but I'm just gonna have to live with it. My head is so tiny. I should probably fix that. Samurai K posted, y'all remember the Thomas the Tanked Up engine, right? From Jordal Thompson. I'm not exactly sure I do recall. Oh, right, this one. That's strange. My audio should be just playing fine. Oh, I see what's going on. Wish everybody had mentioned that before, but it looks like we have some audio issues again. There we go. That should fix it. Oh yeah, that's very quiet. It might take a while. We might do it at the end. Also, getting real tired of... Oh, that's not what I wanted. I was trying to grab the other side, but I guess that's not how it works. Excuse me. Uh, How long is this? 236? We've already seen this before, technically. But yeah, Thomas just gets, wasted. Nothing special there. Now this is a little uncanny. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, that's... I don't think there's anything particularly exceptional about a troublesome truck getting obliterated. This is the vibe I get from this image here. And to think they actually laid some tracks down up to this wall. That's the weird part. Because this is a static display from what I can gather. Oh no! Oh no. Didn't mean to close that. So how far did we miss? Quite a lot. Oh yeah, this is where we left off, isn't it? No? That's strange. So we saw these, but I don't remember us passing by this. What on earth is this? Absolutely strange. Absolutely surreal. Hey T, welcome to the stream, aka Jacket Jail Fries. I wish I could say that this was exceptionally strange, but okay, we'll check it on office hours, okay? We got Zazis with some funny log trains. This one's a classic. Oh, I don't think I've seen this one before. Just looks like some sort of a diesel mechanical, maybe? We got the doohickey with the funny funnel. Oh, and it's a pull road locomotive, too. And, of course... Oh. A climax. I don't see the climax movie bits. But this is all sorts of strange. And this one's even weirder. I don't remember seeing this one. I've seen my fair share of traction locomotives, but I think this one takes the cake. Oh, and last but not least, this very small image of what appears to be one locomotive bolted onto the top of a flatbed car, which was then converted to its own locomotive, which that's a strange combination. Picker wheel. Round and round the wheel she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows.
Hamburger.
Hello, CSX7598. Welcome to the stream. We're just going to add 1 hour of silence. occasionally in I think this should do. Oh, that's totally understandable. By all means. Also, I think it's time I modify one of the commands so that every time uh let's see. Edit. Change it to exact. Okay, that's better. And I should be able to also edit it so it's not capitalization sensitive. Okay, yeah, it's already set to that. Okay, that should fix it. So now when you type something like the word highlight or his or history or anything that has HI in it, it's not going to spontaneously do the high sound redeem. So yeah, that should fix it. Dispatch Shops Incorporated, but they spelled it wrong. It was cursed enough to be Penn Central, but somehow this makes it worse. Like, this is the icing on top of the turd cake. Like some sort of a diarrhea dookie. Oh, you're moving tomorrow, I see. I hope that goes well. Yeah, dispatch shops. That's one way to put it. Let's see. Well, that's certainly one way to get banned in every train Discord server. From... Oh yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Okay, we saw that one, we saw that one, we saw that one. Oh, I think I overshot it for some reason. Yeah, there are some things here that I don't recognize and some things that I do recognize. What on earth is going on? Like, there are some things that seem to be out of order. And I'm not exactly sure where it's coming from. But yeah, this looks problematic. Better get a discount on that one. Oh yeah, this switcher I could imagine. Gonna have to watch this on YouTube because this is too small. Mine's a custom. And the desktop audio's acting up again. Because it's not picking it up. Why does this keep happening? Properties. High definition audio device. Oh, I see. That's what's going on. That should fix it.
Locked up for some reason. I don't know what's locked up. Oh, I see what it is. A bolt came out and is catching on this
Oh gosh.
beam here.
Bob had it fixed in no time.
It's
I
all
guess we're
custom
ready to
parts
try it
that
now
I
down the
bought
road.
hodgepodge
You heard
from
right.
like
Bob's going to
the
drive
usual
it down the road.
suspects, like Newegg and Amazon. And where else did I get parts from? Because that was like the majority of where it all came from, in all honesty. Like, there's some MSI stuff in here. What else is there? There's some Corsair stuff. There's my Meshify case, which is pretty ancient. Oh gosh, this thing. I think I built it in 2022, so this year it turns 4. I just added a new graphics card to it, though I suspect it's not very powerful for the price point I got it for. But I think I was trying to get it before the tariffs would go into place. So I felt I should capitalize on that before prices went up.
Road.
Yeah, we got enough steam. We can go a ways.
This locomotive doesn't need tracks. It runs on rubber truck tires.
To make it easier, I used a frame from an old truck. It's an old International about in the 50s that they used to pull semi-trailers with. And I got it from a junk dealer. And so I
don't know why it's so wide.
As close to look as close to a locomotive as I could.
Bob plans to drive his rubber-tired locomotive in parades. That's the plan anyway.
I'll see how far I can get.
And on this day, Bob got his rubber-tired locomotive down his driveway and onto a grassy
Yeah,
trail.
broad gauge road vehicles. That's one way to put it.
Boys have fun with their toys, don't they?
And Bob Grimm's new toy, a locomotive that doesn't need tracks. Alexandra Montgomery, Coda Territory News.
How fun.
Well, one of the sights that will get attention at this year's Central States Fair is a steam locomotive built by one of the longtime mainstays of the fair. Black Hills Fox reporter Al Van Zee has that story.
Yep, it's one way to put it.
Bob Grimm is a self-trained engineer who's been building and rebuilding unique old engines for years. His antique engines are machines from as long as 100 years ago, when such engines were used for common everyday tasks before the days of electricity. This year, he's presenting at the fair for the first time a steam engine built from parts collected all over the Black Hills area.
That boiler was an original heating boiler that was used out at Ellsworth Air Force Base in '42 when they built Ellsworth. So it got replaced with something bigger, and then it went to a sawmill up to Bob Ham sawmill, and then I got it at his sale.
Bob Grimm says his locomotive runs on wood salvaged from bug-killed trees in the Black Hills. He says the project has been in the works for over a decade, and about a dozen of his friends have worked on the locomotive project from time to time.
Well, we're going to have it here all during the fair. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably take it back on Monday next week. So, yeah, we're going to try to have it operating here.
Bob says he wants to show the capability of the engine. He also wants to give the public a glimpse into how things worked a century ago. He says he hopes to have enough room at the fair to actually drive it around a bit. Al Van Zee, Black Hills Fox News.
It turned out to be a beautiful morning for the Central States Fair Parade through downtown Rapid City this morning. As the kids lined the street waiting for candy thrown from the floats and vehicles, marching bands played and political candidates worked the crowds shaking hands. There were fire trucks and antique cars, but there was also a homemade steam engine driven by antique engineer Bob Grimm. The parade took the usual route through Main Street and turned back to the east on St. Joseph Street. The parade is always a great way to start the Central States Fair.
Absolutely surreal to see that. But at least that old man's dream came true. That much I can say. I got a reply here. Yep, you're banned. Good night. That is the perfect response. Yes, it's the Titfield and Thunderbolt goofy odd nonsense. From the HuggingTortent.com, How Magazine Happens, Part 3, Police of Old Times. Around 1895, Russian... What is that? Russian gendarmes, is that how you pronounce it? And the interesting rail bike. Well, it is interesting because normally when we see rail bikes, we don't anticipate penny farthings, you know? So that must have been a pain to format. and put together. Unless, of course, there's something I'm missing that would make things a lot easier. But that's from Frank the Fox Demon. Quite impressive. Oh, I see what's going on. We saw this last time, but it must have been further up the post thingamajig. And that's why I thought this is where we left off. So we saw a little of this, and a little of that, and a little of this, and a little of that. This is... okay, now we're finally caught up. Is it? Let's see what it is. It's not going to tell me what this emoji is. Yep, it's not going to tell me what that emoji is. That's unfortunate. But I can still look it up to see what it is. Hopefully it's not anything insensitive. Oh, apparently it's... that's strange. It must be a custom emote from another channel. Because I don't recognize it. Let me just take a screenshot. Go to images. Search images. AI summary. Flag of Guernsey. I don't think I've heard that one before. What does this mean? From the Vexillology subreddit. Let's see. Golden Cross represents the Duke of Williams of Normandy, who is believed to have flown a flag given to him by the Pope Alexander II in the Battle of Hastings with a cross on it. St. George's Cross, flag from the Guernsey before 1985. I thought it would be 1895 or something. Often mistaken for the English flag in sporting events, which led to the Golden Cross being added. St. George's Cross originates from the Crusades and was associated with the St. George the Warrior Saint.
Hamburger.
Oh, well, it's definitely not in my list of emojis, because when I tried to look it up, it didn't do anything. Emojipedia. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it doesn't look like my system is built quite yet to understand this emoji, so I guess it is new. But it says it's from 2015, so I don't know what's going on. Because, like, I can copy it, and I can paste it, but it just shows the letters GG. I can't imagine why. That raises more questions than... oh my goodness. How on earth did you do that? How on earth did you do that? It's all upside down. How do you make a mistake like this? Because, like, it had to be put into a machine, right? Usually the, Unicode Consortium, sets up the character set so that it's universally applicable regardless of operating system. Well, I think this was supposed to be done by a machine. And somehow on the assembly line, when the decal printer had taken his little rubber stamp and tried to put this on, it was backwards. But in order for that to happen, it would require a comedy of errors to get this to be possible, because not only is the one upside down, but the entire layout is upside down. And because it's not perfectly in the center of the first top half of this thing, that means that not only was it upside down compared to all the other pieces on the assembly line, but so too was the alignment of the rubber stamp. Because I'm not sure if you've seen how they print the details on these things, or really just about anything these days.
Hamburger.
They usually just have like a silk screen of the pigments that are pressed down, and then a rubber stamp thingamajig, kind of shaped like this head, gets pressed into it. Imagine my head's upside down. It pushes into it, then a robotic arm moves it over, and then stamps it down onto the object that needs to be printed. And then the cycle is repeated for the next objects in the line. So somebody had to go out of their way. Actually, multiple people had to go out of their way to get this to be upside down. And I don't know where in the chain of command things went wrong for that to just cascade into what it became. And then we got Birdie taking on the rails. Well, it's not the worst thing I've seen. Is it atrocious? Yes. But it certainly beats some of the rubber-tired shenanigans that I've seen previously. The surface budget cat toys. You know, that's one way to put it. Yep, train on the road, bus on the track. We have officially come full circle, chat. That's gonna be all for tonight, everybody. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. But no, really, seriously, we're gonna keep going. So this is from Richard Stradley. I'm just impressed they were able to find this. And this is from Atlas with a bunch of little web dings attached to it. Stuff from Twitter, part 9, The Thing. The Thing posted by Anthracite Burner, aka NJP Productions. The Thing. Behold! The Thing! The doohickey. The thingamabob. And a repost from Regis. I'm trying to remember. Is it Registrasser or was it Registrasser? From Alton the Gum. I was gonna say the Gum Damsler, but it's Damn Gambler. Sorry. How does it, move? Simple. It doesn't. But it looks like there's another image in the replies, and I want to see that. I feel like we saw this one before, too. Though I don't think we've seen it be assembled like it is here. That's new. And we got ourselves some other variations. Which do look kind of unfamiliar. Alongside some other familiar faces. All, of course, from the usual suspect. This is, Wonder. Oh, Wonder der
Hamburger.
Technik. I guess that's one way to put it. And they got the cutouts for the wheels over here and the boiler. But it doesn't look like it's in the boiler proper. Maybe it's just around the jacketing. I don't know. Either that or that's a cross section for something else. I don't know. I'm just going to close this little bit off. You know, I wouldn't know, because the last time I had a Tomitech was over 2 decades ago, and they didn't have headlights back then, or really much of anything. They were pretty basic. Shoot, they didn't even have all 6 wheels represented for Thomas and for James and Gordon and so on. Like, they didn't make an effort in that regard, but boy, have times changed. Yeah, that's also true. That's also true. But back in my day, they really didn't have all the flashing lights and glitz and glamour that they do now. Trying to compete with all the iPads that parents keep shoving into kids' faces. So yeah, Northward Rail 30 posted the following. Oh gosh, that formatting does not look quite right. Is there a better way? Oh, didn't mean to do that. Can we look at this, say, in a separate tab? No.
Hamburger.
I guess we'll have to see the tiny version of it and just the end of it. And there was no audio. How am I going to do this? Because if we want to see it on full screen, then that just causes other issues because chat's in the way and my head is in the way. Clearly there has to be a better way. Like copy message link, paste. Wait for it. Oh. Yeah, no, that didn't do anything. I do wonder if there's a way around this. I'm gonna need some critical thinking skills on this one. I guess I can just cheese it by zooming in a little bit. Okay, that's a little too close. I guess this is a slight improvement. Not now. But it's still not satisfactory. Like, I could imagine. I've heard such good things from Red Dead 2. Let me see if I can just save this. Copy text. No. Full screen. That's not doing it. Come on, internet. Work with me. No commands available. Speak message. Message ID. Mark is unread. Okay, I think what I need to do is just download this. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Go into my folders. Start scanning all my stuff that I have downloaded recently for viruses, just to be safe. Reset. Looks like it's still scanning, strangely enough. Why is it taking so long? Okay, so yeah, there was nothing wrong, so I can close this out. And I think what I can do instead is add a media player. Ah, here it is. Just need to play it again.
Hamburger.
Play, dang it. Add source. Display capture. Window capture. Window capture. Media player. I'll mark that as okay. Select window to capture. Just mark this down for a sec. PowerPoint, Chrome, Excel. Where on earth is it? There should be an option to choose, but it doesn't want me to pick the regular media player.
Hamburger.
Add source. Window capture. Select window to capture. Why isn't it there? It has to be there, but it's not. So yeah, just close this off. Close this off. What if, hear me out, what if I go and I right-click this, open with, actually, wait, I think something just dawned on me. What if I just stick it up here? Ah, that's more like it.
Hamburger.
Now we're cooking with gas. That took way longer than it should have. I don't know what locomotive it is, but I despise it with every fiber of my being. Duplo looking goofy nonsense. Let's see, Republic Clanker. With the Soviet ZHDT-3 rail torpedo designed in the Podolsk factory in 1938, this simple cheap fire and forget device could cause considerable damage with this 100 kilogram, 220 pound explosive charge. Launched at 50 kilometers an hour or 30 miles an hour with a range of 10 kilometers or 6 miles. Although 5 examples of this device were issued to each armored train in 1941, it is not known whether any were actually used in action. Its principal tactical drawback would have been that in Barbarossa, the Germans attacked using tanks, whereas the rail torpedo was most useful against enemy railway traffic, armored or not, using Russian broad gauge. In 1904, this inventor proposed the land torpedo inspired by naval torpedoes, propelled by a motor preferably of compressed air and protected from rifle fire by a metal casing. The armament consisted of 4 warheads, which, from the patent illustration, appear to be large caliber artillery shells with nose-mounted impact fuses covering 4 planes and intended to inflict all-around damage to tracks, stations, platforms, enemy trains, etc. The first shell exploding when the nose fuse struck a target, most likely the front one, but one of the others could be activated if the enemy derailed the device. And that would then set off the remaining shells. But yeah, I can see the shortcoming of its being, exclusively broad gauge in a world where standard gauge is king. And here we got a more technical diagram. Where we've got the warhead in the front, and we got some warheads on the sides, and I'm assuming compressed air in this reservoir back here. Oh, and there looks like there's another warhead down here as well, or artillery shell, or what have you. This one's a classic repost. We will mark it as such. Also, we'll just add brick because we can. Republic Clanker added again. Oh, this is from Ryu. This must be Christmas Island. Otherwise, there wouldn't be all these crabs. I just saw a video about Christmas Island yesterday. I think it was from... I forget what channel it was. It was something with Hank Green and PBS. It was about the... it was about 2 rat species that used to be endemic to the island and nowhere else that went extinct with the introduction of the black rat and a bat. Which one I can't say, but there's still one more fox, flying fox bat that's still around, but it appears to be threatened by the abundance of cadmium in the phosphate deposits on the island that are being mined for agricultural fertilizer. Okay, so this is what the locomotive used to look like. This is it now. Do you feel old yet? Because I know I do. And here it is in a different circumstance, unless it's a completely different locomotive of the same class. Might be the same class. Actually, no, wait, this one has... I don't know. It's not... It doesn't look like an exact one-to-one. Yeah, I know, I can see it. Now I can see it. Because this one does not have the sort of framing bit here that the other one did, as far as I can tell from the photographs, but I'm just dwelling on it. Anyway, you have a good one, CSX 7598 YT. Captain Hades posted this one. I want to know what type of... Hold on a sec. I want to know what type of I was on. What do you mean? Looks pretty normal to me in terms of technical diagrams. It's amazing what you can do with a ruler and a pencil. And some basic stencils. Not gonna lie, it's quite impressive. Well, it is goofy in that regard. Okay, yeah, that looks way weirder than I remember when I first saw this. So yeah, this one's got outside frames. That's weird. This one, we've got powered tender. And for some reason, it goes from 2 to 6 to 8 to 6 again, which I guess is very curious. Oh, yeah, Yeah, why didn't I see this? The more I look at it, the worse it gets. Like, it's one thing that it's got double chimneys, which makes it a funny funnel. It's enough that it's got double pistons here and double pistons here. It's already bonkers enough that we've got some eerie triplex goofy stuff here. And we got P, E, and W, which if you take the and symbol out, that just spells pew, like le pew. Oh, and this is also a double chimney, it seems. But it looks like it may have tiny smoke deflectors. It's hard to say. But yeah, all around, I would say that this is a case of this is a situation of poor taste, good execution, if anything. I am curious though why there's a sand pipe going to the back instead of, I don't know, over here to the front. But that's not up for me to decide. But what does need to be decided is the next punishment. Blue Lobster Jump Scare! Oh no! Well, at least this will be an easy one to transition to. Let me just hop back over here. Now you get to see how the sausage is made. Could you believe it was this easy? Because I certainly couldn't. And that means we can go... Oh, right, we already saw this. We can go back over here. Oh. Oh, no. Lionel Jr. wooden trains are quite something, according to Northward Rail 30. Ooh. And I think the worst part is that it's wood, but then they put some sort of a coating on it that makes it look like an artificial veneer that I guess partially waterproofs it, but didn't feel necessary. It's not as strange as some of the battery-powered stuff they used to have like 20 years ago. Almost 30 at this point. Oh, you do. It's a small world. Oh, and of course this one doesn't have a funnel at all because it's a fireless tank engine of some sort. 1225 because Christmas. Oh, and for some reason there's a corridor down the middle of this thing instead of just like a normal door. Oh, and this one doesn't have a smokestack either, even though it's got a tender. That's a problem. At least they put some effort into this one. Though I admit that having a 4-2-2 arrangement is probably not the best. Does the absence of a funnel count as a funny funnel? Kinda, sorta. This feels like a real downgrade from the battery-powered Polar Express that used to be for sale. But at least it doesn't waste batteries. Actually, no, I take that back. Does this count as a lit source? It doesn't say that it's actually an effect. It just looks like it's been photoshopped on. Just for aesthetics. Oh, and of course we got 2 train sets. Oh, 2 cars train set. I read that wrong. It's unlit. Yeah, I should have not been surprised. I will say, though, this is definitely a funny funnel. Oh, and here's an older one, I think. Which is heavily inspired by some of the Pensy stuff. And some of the other... Ooh, there's more! Here's the last of it. Oh dear. Oh dear golly gosh. I don't either. Oh, and apparently USA Wooden Railway posted a whole video essay on it called The Worst Wooden Train I've Ever Bought. And that video is 7 minutes long. I didn't think it warranted that, but sure. Sure, why not? I feel like I still need to make some adjustments, though, in the length of time it takes for the wheel to spin.
Hamburger.
We'll make it 8 seconds. I guess. Mark that as saved. Because we keep getting similar stuff over and over again. Round and round the wheel she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's just cheesing it at this point. Oh dear, that's not good. I already have enough problems that... Why does it always get in such close proximity? I feel like I need to... What is wrong with this thing? Mark this down for 6. Save. Okay. Let's see if this actually makes a reasonable comment. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Am I gonna have to start using fractions? It doesn't let me actually do that. I'm just gonna spin it up to 10. Spin this up to 7 seconds. And we'll see if it actually does something truly random. At this point, I might just have to use a dice tower. Rendered by Ubisoft. Well, that's an option. It is a punishment of all time. So I guess I'll just head off to there. Avatar selection, select. Just gonna plunk this down here. Stick this on here. Just make one more adjustment. Okay. I'm here. I return. Just scoot this over. Okay. So, Buenos Aires Great Southern Classes 6, 6A, and 6B. From Argentina, 1888. 30 were produced. And this is a locomotive of all time, if I'd ever seen one. It's got link and pin couplings. Sorry. It's got chain and link couplings, but it's got a headlamp like it's an American locomotive. It's a 440 wheel arrangement like an American type, but it's also got a 3-axled tender, and it's fired by coal. I would expect something like this from Australia, but not exactly Argentina. The guy at the front definitely does have his own aura, and it kind of gives you an idea of how big this locomotive actually is. Like, look at this thing. The headlamp is almost as tall as this dude. Like, if you stack this and you stack it onto the front plate here, it'd go up to this man's shoulders. Almost. That's how tall it is. It's ridiculous. Or at least maybe into the midsection. It's hard to say. But yeah, don't forget that this dude definitely has some riz too. And it's got a nice little running board for people to walk on too. You don't see that anymore these days. She? Who's this she we speak of? This is what we get when we play the pronoun game.
Hamburger.
Anyway, let's see. In 1888, the Bayer, Peacock and Company built each 440 locomotives for the Buenos Aires Great Southern, or should it be Grande Sur Grande? Sorry. Two of these were built at the Wardsdale von Boris Cross compounds. Oh, sorry, I misread that. Oh, I see, I see. But that was from a conversation from quite a while ago. Anyway, two of these were built as Wardsdale von Boris Cross compounds to compare them with the 6 simple locomotives. The simple ones became Class 6, and the compound ones became Class 6A. In service, it turned out the maintenance of the compound variants was not more complicated compared to the simple variants, while consumption of water and coal was less. It is a result of the comparison. Robert Good wrote that simple engines were only better in shunting service and local traffic. This was especially true for railways without many steep inclines like this one. This meant that further locomotives were also to be built as compounds. These were designed or designated as Class 6B, and 22 were completed by 1890, also by Bayer Peacock. These featured a larger boiler and cylinder diameters, which had been increased by 1 inch. Before production started, the design of the automatic valve had to be altered. The original design tended to produce sluggish jerks when it switched from simple to compound mode too early. Oh, so it had... I'm assuming compound, it means there's internal pistons of some sort that can be engaged or disengaged, which I guess is pretty curious. Now, whoever designed this can just get the out of here with this. From Richard Stradley. Okay, what in the world are these proportions, bro? I don't know. I'm dead. Ooh, Autotrain. I have seen the SD38 with the TTE face on it, and it looks to me... I mean, it looks fine to me, but this, oh dear. Why did they put a smile on the Autotrain? I can vaguely see a smirk here. Like the, what's it called from Roblox? The Roblox Riz face? Is that what it's called? I don't remember. But it's from Republic Clanker. Here we got a repost of one of the first welded boilers on a steam locomotive. Yeah, the windows are like blacked out eyes. Kind of like it's wearing cool shades. Now that I think about it. Don't get me started on these Vulcan 220s. They're ugly ducklings, but I adore them. But you're still gonna get nuked with a repost reaction set. Yes, very cartoony, very goofy. Absolute doohickey energy. Northward Rail posted this.
Hamburger.
This is outrageous. The Alberni Pacific Railway in Port Alberni, Vancouver has gotten a lot of vandals destroying their equipment. One of these victims was APR number 102, a historic rail speeder, and 5 days ago they found CCTV footage of youths smashing the windows of railway equipment and destroying the wires of the speeder. But that wasn't the end of it. Just yesterday, as I'm writing this, 3 youths decided to play with fire and set the speeder on fire. I'm sorry, what? But thankfully, they were witnessed... I'm sorry, I misspoke. There were witnesses that happened to see it unfold, and all 3 youths were promptly arrested. Unfortunately, poor timing, because they were actually going to run this again after a great restoration, but With this recent incidents, repairing is out of the cards, so a rebuild needs to be done. Man, first the Strasbourg bomb threat, then lightning trestle bridges on fire, and now destroying historic railway equipment? We are so cooked, bro. Wait, that's a speeder? Not the kind of speeder I was thinking of. Also, this isn't a museum. Oh man, they smashed the windows in this too. Bro, what are they doing? Oh, and I don't know what's going on here. This just looks rusted to oblivion. Look, I've come to expect a certain degree of... Oh my goodness! Squidward! Oh man! This is atrocious. This is just awful. I thought the first images were bad, but this somehow takes the cake. Ugh. Ooh. Brother, ooh. This makes me upset in ways that I didn't think I was going to be today. Like, it's enough to have to deal with the Orange Man every day. I just don't need a bunch of kids just messing around with historical artifacts like this and paying no respect to it. Like, come on, there's so many other things that they could be messing around with, but this is museum property. One would think that there would, I don't know, be some sort of indication that it's historical equipment and not something that's set out for scrap. And as a result of that, they'd at least have some consideration to not vandalize this and just go somewhere else if they're going to be doing such heinous stuff.
Hamburger.
You know? Who did a facelift on Toby? I don't know. It just kind of reminds me of one of those Wojak characters for some reason. You know the one I'm thinking of. The one that has a very, very long chin. I just think it's funny to see this. And he's got such cartoonishly large buffers. Also kind of reminds me of all those memes about Charlie Kirk where they Photoshop his face to be smaller on his head. Also kind of gives those vibes too. We got some Final Destination right here as well. But this is a
Hamburger.
repost from the Canadian National. I'm not sure if anybody actually suffered from this. Final Destination Bloodlines, if the last two victims got avenged through a train. Yep, that's one way to put it. Scrap iron. Yep, classic modern logging railroad. Oh. From the Conrail Photo Archive, Part 2. A B-36-7 numbered 5052 was the middle unit of a consist of 3 B-36s that were involved in the Chase, Maryland wreck of January 4th, 1987. Was it the bite of 87? In a poorly scanned print, we see the damaged 5052 sitting in Enola, pending disposition in late January of 1987. She was eventually rebuilt, went to CSX after the split, and renumbered 5805. And now toils away on a different form in Brazil. So they went to Brazil! Photographed by Ed Burns in the Enola yard, circa 1987. Yeah, I don't know how you mess up this badly. And I don't even know the context for when it happened, or rather why it happened. I'd have to go look into it a lot more. But that's from Frank the Fox Demon. Good on ya for finding that. Oh my goodness. What on earth is this? They just photoshopped this cab on the front as an afterthought. Does that mean that the exhaust pipes here count as funny funnels? Oh, and we got ourselves a I want to say a repost
Hey,
with
that's pretty
extra
good.
pistons. Cab horrors if they got good, you say? I guess that's one way to put it. Ugh. So yeah, I think that's actually the end of it. So we can actually go back over here and enjoy Big D meets Delight. Oh gosh. What have I... Okay, this is just getting... This escalated quickly.
Just in time, Big B. Thanks. You can't escape that easily.
Oh my
Thanks
goodness.
again, Big B.
I got you, Thomas.
Yeah, and I got you too.
And the wheels are getting out of alignment.
Help me, Big B.
Oh gosh.
Well. It looks like she finally found your weakness. You must weigh like what, 10 billion pounds? Maybe you should have laid off the coal a bit more.
Hey, isn't that Percy over there?
Huh? Where? Hey, wait, wasn't there a...
Don't worry about it.
Well, sorry to inform you, big guy, but you don't scare us on this side of the track.
He's probably just gonna launch himself over.
Hamburger.
End of the tracks for me.
Ah, come on.
Tracks.
Wait,
Come on, man.
what the...
Tracks is a mindset.
And who are you?
What on earth am I seeing?
Right on, man. You can call me Delight. Now, come on, man. Follow me. I'll get you to your little friend.
Oh dear. They just hop off the tracks casually.
Let me go! Time for a little trip. Where are we? Don't worry, we'll take care of you. Big B! Where are you?
And that's why you never give a squirrel your spare key. Smells good, man.
Cranky, what are you doing? No!
4 banjos and 12 enchiladas later, Uncle Molly lost the match.
No, they're just taking their sweetier time.
Which would have been fine.
How
if
did they get in the
George
back
wasn't
rooms?
Also the fire marshal, man.
Tell me about it.
Hello, Thomas. Just one more stop, and then you'll get to meet the big boss.
Oh no.
Where's your big buddy now?
I feel for ethical intents and purposes
Who's
that
next?
we should have this in the chat so we can watch along.
Thanks. How did you even get here?
Oh, and I missed it because
And
of
man,
course I did.
Every road has some red.
Thomas, just one more stop, and then you'll get to meet the big boss. Where's your big buddy now?
All right, who's next?
You saved me. Thanks. How did you even get here?
And man, every road has some rail in it. You just have to look for it.
I like this guy.
Right right on, man.
I see you, Thomas. I got you. Wait till my friends get here. Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Tommy, I'd look the other way if I was you.
Thomas unhinged shorts, I swear. Oh, and of course... oh gosh. Oh my gosh, that was a real banger. Way more than it should have been.
Hamburger.
And of course we got interrupted by Hamburger the entire time. I will say the name does kind of slap though. Calling the Daylight Express D-Light. Not sure what to feel about, I forgot what I was going to say. That's probably neither here nor there. Any other things just kind of sneaking around on the Discords that I missed out on? I know you're here, Jagged Jail Fries. Did you want me to look at your posts while we wrap up? Okay, that's fair. We just select this. Copy a link address. I really need to set up a new chat box. Let's see, that's been watched. Okay, so we got that. Anything in shorts? Anything in posts? 5 days ago. Why do you keep remembering Topper 420? Even though, yeah, it's 420, I get what you mean. It's still good, though. Yeah, I'm... Oh my goodness. Oh, and the tender's upside down. And the locomotive just vanished. Oh no. Oh my. Okay, I do appreciate the level of editing that went into that. I swear you're really getting good with the editing. I very much appreciate that. But this is called The Tumble at Dead Man's Incident, June 14th, 2026. Fellas, this is so sad. Can we get 5 gadgets? I'm kidding. Don't do that if you can't afford it. But yeah, we saw some absolute doohickeys in that one. By the way, did one of those actually have a funny funnel? I'm gonna have to go restart. No, that's a regular funnel. I'm just still surprised that this was able to run even though the tender was completely upside down. I thought the whole thing would have derailed at this point. But we got our goofy 020 here. And here we got Topper 420. And I just think it's kind of cool that it's, when you write it down, it just says 420. Oh, was that part of the problem? I see. I just remember that for some reason, the 440 Rudolph kind of disconnected at first. And then things kind of fell apart from there. It's got a fancy headlight in the back, but none in the front. That makes it extra cursed. Absolute masterpiece in that regard. So yeah, we saw this. I think we may have seen this last week, but I'm going to verify. Oh yeah, we did see this last week. And I think we saw this one too, because it's from 8 days ago. I do think it's impressive though that everything fit neatly where it was supposed to. Did they change it so that you could crop what segments you want visible on image posts? Because if they did, then that's good. That might make my life a little easier for whenever I'm posting stuff on my channel. But I really want to thank you all for stopping by. Oh, good. I was worried they wouldn't be able to fix that. Or take care of it, rather. Because that had been an issue for me for some time. Where it would always be in the middle and I couldn't get all the important stuff in. But yeah, I think that's actually the end of it. There's no new posts here. We could post something here, but I don't think in my brain I'm able to figure out exactly what I would want to submit. If at all. Because a lot of the stuff I have open here in my tab for PowerPoint is just reposts. And I don't want to get in trouble with reposts because even though they're totally fine, I don't want to get emotes telling me I'm basic. I don't know. I guess I can take a brief look into the rabbit hole to see what on earth I can find in images. Wait a minute, is this over? Oh, it actually wrapped up. We've been here so long. I just wish all these images didn't look so... It's just a bunch of AI slop I'm looking at. No, that's not what I meant when I said goofy train, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it is getting late. Let me see if I can just wrap things up as quick as I can. Filters. Can I get an advanced settings? Come on, I know. I swear the internet is so cooked right now. Anything in my Pinterest that I'm able to dig up? Not exactly. Not exactly. Anybody catch up on the last episode of The Amazing Digital Circus? I do feel like it was kind of rushed. But other than that, there really isn't much else for me to actually say. I won't. I won't. I'll just keep it simple. Any other goofy looking trains here that are worth posting that I hadn't posted before, or that somebody else hadn't posted before? Because surely there must be something I have stumbled across. Oh, this looks interesting. Maybe. Oh, I don't think I've seen this one. And I don't think I've seen this one either. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I see I have a GIF here of... I have no idea what's going on. I'll figure it out. Any other goofy things to look at here? Because I know there must be more. Oh, that looks cute. Okay, yeah, I actually am finding stuff for once. It's just, I guess I'm not going to be worried about actually making sure that they are all of a similar theme. Okay, I think I can take it from here. So there's a lot of stuff from Hyrule Historia that I don't remember, but I guess maybe I can post this image. But I think we'll start with... No, that's just... That's a doohickey. Okay, so yeah, this one's a weird one. Yeah, let's go check out this. Copy image. Paste. So yeah, this is our first specimen right here. Some Wario-looking goofy engineer. Oh, this one's been modified. Has this been modified, though? It does not look like it's been modified. Which is good. Last thing I want to do is share slop. Oops. What I wanted to do... Let's see. Close this off. I feel like this has been posted before. I'm not sure what to make of this. This one's piques my curiosity. Have to worry about it later, though. But yeah, some of these, I don't think they are worth my while. And some of these, I feel like break one of the rules. Where'd it go? 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 Where did it go? Copy image. Paste image. Shrink this. Okay, so we got Oregon Train. Actually, did somebody post this before? Please tell me somebody didn't post this before. We got Literal Iron Horse. And some 3D environment by somebody called Le Pitcher. Or is it Le Pitcher? Anyway, doesn't matter. Just gonna mark that off. Okay, so I made some adjustments there. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. So that should be it. Hoping that these aren't reposts, but I have a strange feeling they may be. But yeah, I just want to thank you all for stopping by. Because I know that there are so many other things that you can do in your day, but you chose to be here, and I very much thank you for that.
That's pretty good.
Want to thank everybody so much for watching. Don't forget that live streams and videos are only made possible through the engagement and contributions of folks like you, which I thank you for. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, with notifications on. Don't forget to add to your favorites playlist. And if you're financially able to, you can donate a super thanks, become a channel member for some extra emotes. You can also support me for a little bit more over on Patreon as a patron right over there. Links to that in the description down below, along with the Stream Elements link, which lets you donate directly to me so that YouTube doesn't take a cut out of your super chats and your quote-unquote thanks redeem thingamajigs for when you're watching this as a recording instead of live. So yeah, that should be it for now. I'm going to double check something. Just to be sure. Okay, so I think that, yeah, I can't think of anything else. I'd raid off to somebody, but I can't think of anybody right now. And I probably should eat something at this point because it's almost like 7:30. It's a little past 7:30, as a matter of fact, but yeah, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one, and until then, take care, stay awesome, stay true to yourself, and remember to never give up. Bye, everybody.